Everybody to we have an early morning poker stream this morning. Got 6 tables up. We're doing a bit old school view just because we don't have our full 8 tables and running. Once we do, we'll switch back over to the multiple view or single table view, sorry. So we're just tables are really dead this morning, unfortunately, but we're very close to getting our watch hours, so figured we would jump in and throw a bit of a stream up. We have a mixture of tables, NL25, NL50, and NL100 as well. We're going to bump the jacks, king 10 off. We're just going to raise. And ace queen is suited. We're going to 3-bet. Okay. And I'll make sure the microphone's actually up and running. It is. Okay. And we're going to bump the ace king, queen 10. We'll 3-bet here sometimes, we'll defend sometimes. It's a good flop. Just check the villain. And a villain 4-bet, 3-bets. Sorry, I'm just going to jam here at the ace king. Mix that in a little bit. And we're going to value bet the diamonds. Oh, sorry about that. Missed all that action, guys. Forgot the keypad still switches even when I'm not in that view. Okay, and we're going to block that river here for value. Yeah, it doesn't make sense for him to check back an ace king or jack of diamonds on the flop. So even if he raised there, we'd probably call a decent portion of the time, anyways. So our delay's about, I think it's 4.5 minutes, maybe 5 minutes now. I have to double check. But it's not too long. We'll fold here to this 3-bet. Whoa, did he just table jump? Or, no, he didn't. Okay, pick up the one left, one came in. Gotcha. Okay, fold 10 deuce. And we'll defend the queen 10 suited. We do a lot of 3-betting here also. And I'm just going to pull the streams up. Okay, that's interesting. What happened here? Flop. With a limp pot. With that flop. Check turn, and then I'm going to call here. Well, run or 2-pair will do it. Very few hands he actually has there for value. It's usually just like ads given my sizing. Obviously, if you go run or 2-pair, you're going to have that some portion of the time. And we'll just see bet on the king jack 4 board, given there was no 3-bet pre-flop. He does have some king jack, king X, and jack X, but he doesn't really have like the nutted king X, jack X, and I'm going to double barrel with the 9 of clubs. No calls again. I'm just going to be done here. I'm not going to keep barreling here into king X. That's fair. Mornings have been extremely dead lately. They used to be a lot more active, but recently they've just been, ever since they went to Ocean Rewards, they've actually been quite dead. We are going to call here. There's a lot of Queen Jack, 10 Jack in his range, diamond draws, that kind of stuff. Uh, Jack's not a very good card. Comes into most hands now. He also has Ace Jack already in there. And it's going to fold here. Okay, so Twitch is up and running. It looks like it streams live over on Twitch. And stream should be live on YouTube now. We'll just double check. Let's try to win a hand here. And we're live on YouTube. If you guys are just joining in and checking the stream out, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It does help promote the channel, and we greatly do appreciate it. All right. And we lose to runner, runner, two pair again from Melon. Full reduce. And we're going to check raise here with King 10 suited. Obviously, any diamond we could barrel. Any queen gives us the nuts. Three of spades, not a great card to barrel on, so we're just going to check it up here. Down here in the bottom right, we'll see that flop. I'm feeling lead turn. Then Drex River, which is interesting. I'm just giving up in the top left. I think I'll just check down with the queen. Okay, chopping. Guys running very good this morning. We haven't done a morning stream in a while, so we'll see how it actually goes. I'll give him one of these. He just jams into us. All right, so we're getting owned here in the bottom right, unfortunately. What did he just jam? Five. Pocket fives, probably. Maybe ace five suited some portion of the time. Heads up's definitely not our specialty. Nobody else at the table starts, so we do try to join it when we can, but we are terrible. So I do kind of find it entertaining that nobody will sit us unless they're like unknowns. We are getting completely owned though right now in the bottom right. Okay. Okay, I'm going to raise over the ISO. Bump the A6. I should just take like a couple hours and study up realistically. A bit better. Oops. I didn't realize this guy had raised. I thought he'd ISO, so that's a bit of a mistake, but it's fine. I didn't 3.5 from mid position, double up to the man. Interesting. I think we can probably defend here against a recreational. Means like a middle position range will be significantly too wide most often. Not a very good board for fives. I'm check calling though, heads up. You pick up four outs if we're behind. Villains won't four bet enough. Obviously, the lower stakes heads up, so they don't know how often you're supposed to four bet. So their like calling ranges are naturally good. We're just like losing it every single hand. Yeah. Jesus, you sure are running hot. Let's give out one of these. Okay, pick up an open ender, bump it up. Okay, make top pair. Try to get a little bit of value here out of 8x ace high. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, and we make a straight on the river, which will go into value bet. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. It's back and forth tables here. He does give a half. I would do three bet villains small blind open and see bet flop take it down. So yes, top right is NL 100, and then the rest of the tables are NL 25 and 1L 50, and then we also have the wait list for the rest of it. Okay, for the 8-4, we will bump the 6-5 off. Fold the 10 deuce. Okay, fold the ace jack, fold the queen at 4. And we're going to be 3-betting the pocket fives here against the min open in the bottom left. We'll just fold here, given stack sizes. Just fold every hand there. Clearly, we were not paying them. We also completely correct everything. Okay. Fold the jack deuce, fold the 10-3. I gotta adjust his chord here. There we go. That's better. I need to get some wireless stuff. Take your bump kings, fold here, and fold here. We flop quads. We're just going to see bet tiny. Okay, calls. Here would be really cool if you had pocket aces and we get a small little fatty jackpot. Calls again. We just have to go for value here. He folds. Take down. Pocket sevens. We're just going to fold there versus the big 3-bet out of position. He's in position. We're out of position. And we're going to see bet this board. Fold to the raise. Oh. Oh, man. I think let's call king jack off or jacking off. Okay, we're gonna three bet here. Okay, we're just gonna call here with the king. Villain checks turn. Go for an overbet. It might look bluff here. Okay, we get four bet here. We are going to call this one, given there's some dead money out there. We do not spike on this run. Appreciate everybody checking out the stream. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, and we'll go from there. It's a very small c-bet. We're ahead of like the Jack 10 suited, the Queen 10 suited, the Ace Queens, the Ace Jacks. We're losing to the King Queens and the Ace Kings. We call one, and then we'll be done with the hand after that. Down here in the bottom right, we're of course calling the raise with two overcards, the diamonds, and the straight draw. We are checking back now. It's a big bet here. We're still obviously getting enough. We have enough for you to call, especially being in position. If we do hit, we have a chance to put the last bet. So there's a bit of wide odds for us in that scenario. And we do take it down with the eights. Fold 10-4. And we have to fold here again to this villain. Throw it out, running cold. So the limp is a bit suspect. Alright, we'll just go ahead and make the nuts soon. We'll squeeze there some portion of the time. No action with the set, unfortunately. And bump the ace two suited, raise the king five suited, and we'll just fed the ace jack. We get led into here, we're going to float one. I don't necessarily. Yeah, it's pretty tight, so he's likely just has something there. And we're three with king seven suited. King 10 suited, fold b6. Just make a hand. I'm just going to bet this with backdoor spades. And it got shot to the nizzles. And obviously his range is going to be pretty wide. Good lord. What's going on down here? We'll throw it a ha 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 ha. It's him bluffing is like 0% chance there, I think. Okay. We can value bet now once you check to us twice. Okay, we do get another table open so we can switch over. To that, and let's check down river. Man, we can't beat this guy. He does have the ace over there. Here, if you bring the ace 10 suited over here, we're going to raise this. Generally speaking, he's got diamonds or a spade here that he's looking to hit the river with. Yeah, we're just going to value bet now that he is checked to us. He does call. Ace high. Okay. Nice answer. Up here, we did 3-bet the ace 10 suited, then I went call, call. Down here, we had 2 pair. He bet turn. We raised. He called, and now we're value betting river. And up here, we 3-bet. We got called, and then the small blind also came along. And we just barrel here. And we pick up ace jack off, and he did fold the ace 10. Ace jack off. And we're going to 3-bet here. Okay. It's actually extremely difficult to keep the stream up and running. Or not up and running, but it's like to keep up when you got heads up tables on. That is for sure a fact. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Seems to be a few more on Twitch this morning than there is over on YouTube. I think we'll just keep this heads up battle going on for now. Because one, we're getting smoked. And two, it's a little bit more difficult trying to keep jumping tables. So just keep lots of action at the table. And I think we just keep value betting here with the 7. Just check the action. Yeah, raise, we bet floppy call. So we didn't 3-bet pre, so definitely doesn't have like 8s plus. It's not much for us to worry about. This other heads up table, the guy's literally just like lost a big pot at the start. Now he's like open shoving constantly. So we'll have to be calling pretty wide shortly against him. And you open shove again on that other table. I'm not sure how wide we want to be calling, but I think any ace will be a call. And we'll go for the check raise on this board here. Okay, he bets. And we check raise up here. And we're just going to raise the king 8 off. We did end up calling off up here with the king high. He does have queen 9, so we are ahead, but it's pretty much a flip. We are running it twice. It looks like he's going to get the first one. And the second one. So he's back in it, got his money back. He did win both runouts there. Okay, we're going to call the 5s. Next hand he shoves, pocket 10, he called the ace. See if he'll run it twice this time. No. So he's running it one time with 10s versus ace 5 up here. So we need an ace or a 5 for Karna. Ooh. She was close. Oh, we had the diamond, didn't we? And he left the table. So there's no NL50. There's one NL50 table running. Nobody will join us hit that. Okay, and we'll just go back to keeping the table down here that we're getting owned on up. Fold queen 4. Rivered again on another table. Fine. Made all the right decisions. Just got sucked out on the river. Oh, so it is Monday. What is today? Tuesday? No, Wednesday. Jesus Christ. How is it Wednesday? We're already halfway through February. Honestly, that's crazy. I'm super happy about it though, because I'm so sick of winter. It's insane. I'm in Canada, and it has been cold and snowing since like, I don't even know, November, I think, at this rate. Appreciate whoever is in the stream. Feel free to chat. Okay, we're going to call the king queen. Okay, we have made a pair, folks. It has happened. We're paired up. Okay, we're going to just call flop here. Okay, he's in the tank on the turn. He goes very large. So three bet pre could have ace king, could also have king queen, king 10, king jack. Um, and then he's going to have some bluffs like ace queen, uh, ace jack type hands. Obviously, we just call down here. He does, so he puts in that massive bet and then checks to us. Um, I would imagine he shoves ace king and aces here, so and all of his two pair type hands. I don't think there's any reason for him to check value. So we do shove here. If he tank calls ace king, I'll probably rage him. Jeez. Oh, he's leaving. That's good. Okay. Well, we're three-handed over here, so that'll create enough action. So we'll just stick to that spot for now. Fox Dog Poker. So basically, I used to put music on all the time, and maybe, if that's a thing people want, then maybe I should look into getting something better for that. Um, but basically, yeah, I just kept getting copyrighted on YouTube. Twitch is obviously fine, but even like the stuff that was, oh, okay, so we're all in here with the nizzles. It's the king high flush. See if we can hold. It's an insane shove. Uh, but that's fine. We're happy to put it all in and lose in the first turn. Hey, hey, hey. And then cat. Okay, what do we want? Three, a four, a five, or a queen? It has to be a four. Six. That is fucking horrendous. Okay. You're gonna check the 6-5. And we're three betting here. Okay. So jump up here, pocket tens, we three bet. Villain opened, we three bet, he called from button and all hundred table. So basically we're just gonna bet shove. If he has jacks plus, so be it. I just fold. Back to the three-handed action. But we will maybe um, look into that. Ace nine suited will four bet, will defend. Probably prefer fold, to be honest. Okay, villain checks on this board. Um, can't see him having ace queen, king queen, aces kings here when he checks very often. There's just like so many free cards for him to like use on them. So if you check raises, we'll fold. There's definitely a small portion of the time where he's going to check raise aces, kings, and ace queens here, knowing that I'm aggressive and I will just like stab when he checks. Um, so that is a probability. Man, I can't believe we lost that hand down here on this table. If you guys just joined who didn't see it, probably the worst played hand in poker, but from villain. We raise, he calls king eight suited. We see that flop, and he jams 100 bigs with a king high flush draw, and then cashes out and runs it once. It's a well played. It's a really well played hand. It doesn't even make sense. Like if you're gonna gamble, you gotta gamble. It's kind of funny. Okay. Anyways, king queen here. We're yeah, pocket fives over here. We'll see which one turns into some more action. Oh my god. Okay. So everybody folded there. So we're going to switch over to fives. We got three bet and then fig jam cold calls. So obviously we're just like the three bet alone is too small. So we're automatically getting like odds to set line in position, especially versus that. So we're automatically calling, and then when Fig Jam comes along, we're just getting insane odds to set line. And we get a free turn card, which is massive value, actually, on this board. We do brick, so we're just giving up now that he does that. We'll move on from there. That's fine. Oh no way. Oh, it's bricks. Okay, I thought we had six for a second. We have sixes up here. Up here in the top right, Cubam, who plays every card, seven deuce included. Raised, we three bet calls. Uh, I think I'm just going to try to get the showdown and probably fold to most aggression from this villain. He doesn't fold enough. Uh, so we are going to call now if he does decide to just like lead out after he's checked this board twice. We likely have the best hand unless he has like pocket sevens or something. Okay, and we're just going to barrel here. Okay, up here we three bet he called. We barrel big on the ace he calls. We hit the queen. I'm just gonna toss out a block bet because villains don't like block raise enough. So most likely, if he raises us, he's gonna have threes or fours. If he has an ace, he'll just call, um, and then all of his bluffs, or he'll have ace three suited, ace four suited if he raises. Um, but again, most of his hands just will call that. And the river, I think we just go check fold realistically. Nice. Yeah, so I think like the turn block bet is definitely underutilized. Some people say you should only be polarized and just bet big or check. I think at a position block bet is fine in certain spots against certain villains. And down here in the bottom left, we three bet, we four bet, he called. We have two overcards and a door straight, so we're just jamming here. In the four bet pot. Anything else kind of sucks. So we're just going to maximize full equity and try to get there one time. The villain generally overfolds in that spot. He does have jacks though, so it's not much we can do there. Okay, up here with fives, we're going to be bumping it up. Okay. Oh yeah, how did we do on the leaderboard yesterday? Not very high. I think 40's on that. So we had 40 on the leaderboard yesterday, which is extremely important on UG. Okay, we're going to three bet the ace queen off down here. Here to the jack nine off. So far today on this session, our EV is up 40, our arching profit is down 80. This one out to almost three buy-ins below EV this morning for NL50. So it's a good start. Okay. Now bump the ace 8 offsuit. I appreciate everybody who is here checking out the stream this early. It is a early morning grind today. I'm not sure how long we'll be streaming for, but hopefully keep things rolling. Okay, fold. Okay, it's a very tiny four bet or three bet of our ISO. So and Cuban just calls anyways. So we're definitely coming along here. Now this is a bit of a different scenario. If he bets, we're just going to be shoving. Obviously, we have two overs. We have a gut shot. We have a flush draw, and there's 40 bigs in the pot, not 5. So this is a spot where yes, if they bet, we will just shove. There's no other play with all that money out there. If he checks, it's fine. We get a free card. Um, oh yeah, now the money just definitely all goes in now. We're getting such good odds. As long as he doesn't have like the ace X of clubs, we're getting fantastic odds to get the money in here. He does have the ace of clubs, and the aces make a lot of sense. What do we need? A 9, an ace, or a club? It's not a club. It's not an ace. It's a 10. Again, this guy's running hot. Okay, we are running cold today. That's actually funny how telegraphed those aces were with that small three bet pre-flop. I was partially thinking he could have aces there, but again, it's still like obviously when he bets and then this guy shoves, there's so much money out there. We can't do anything to get it in. Like the call there or the shove or whatever you want to call it. I guess it's a call because he shoved makes a ton of money in that spot. Yeah, it's a slightly plus EV call by the looks of it. In poker graph. Just check poker graph basically, and it'll show you your EV versus your all in. So in that hand, it was a slight EV uptick and a massive green line downtick, which just basically means the call, given the pot size, the call was profitable. Obviously, having him having aces makes it a little less great, compared to when he has like ace jack or even pocket queens or something, where we have those extra outs with the king ball. Um, we haven't been getting there much lately, so. Okay, down here, king queen, we're gonna three bet. And we got four bets, which is gonna be folding. Okay. Fold king queen. Okay. Ace two suited, we're gonna bump up. So over here, we raised pre-villain called. Or sorry, he raised, we three bet called, we checked flop. He checked back. Ace on the turn, we're gonna value bet. Over here, we just checked down the ace jack. Our hand is now no longer playing. I am just gonna block that here though. If he shoves, we don't really have a choice but to fold. Oh, tiny bet, we're still folding here. I don't think we beat anything that raises in that spot. Villains don't bluff enough. Uh, just been one of those mornings. Did we lose this hand? I did. Queen 10. Yeah. We are running cold across all streets this morning. Okay, so let's just bring the graph over so everybody can see. King, queen, deuce, we're just folding. Fold the 9-7. Okay, up here we have ace jack. We raised pre. You got nookie called, and we bet. And he folds. So here's our graph. Actually, I can only show it down here this morning. So running a little cold this AM. Here, pick up pocket kings. Three betting the ace five suited. Okay. This guy's probably gonna donk shove here. He does lead. I'm gonna call here and let Frosty G hopefully shove something. Seven's a very good card. Theoretically. Volvu's been on like an insane heater though, so it's possible he led with like 6-7, 7-8 or something, but relatively, I think, unlikely. Yeah, we'll just put this guy all in. The Frosty G. He's more likely to have a 7, I think, than Volvu. Volvu's more likely to have like 9, 10, 5, 6 clubs. He does give up. Yeah. Full coup jack. So we are shot taking a little bit lately. We did get slapped back down the other day. Where we lost like four and 100 buy-ins within like an hour. Uh, but I mean, they were pretty cooler situations. I think it was like set, straight, etc. Like, there's nothing we can do about it. Here, pick up pocket aces, open from under the gun, and we get all folds. This table's getting pretty terrible, unfortunately, as well. But Frosty G is a red. So we will take that. And we'll just float in with the 6-5 suited here against him. I don't need to raise, given he's only 13 big stacks. Okay, got 6-3 off over here. So maybe that is something that we should be looking into. It's getting some music up for the stream. I guess I can open it off 50 table unless there's one rolling. Let's jump in here. Perfect. So we got another NL50 table up and running now. And all the NL25 tables have just died. So I'm going to leave all the NL25 tables and see if somebody else's tables start. Because it's very difficult for us to get a table started. For whatever reason. This one just filled in though, so that's good. And we got another NL100 table up, so we'll just change that a little bit. It's quite small for some reason. Sure. Up here, just bear with me here. I'm just adjusting the table size a little bit. It didn't log in, but I can't. Now that I don't have 8 tables up, I can't like auto adjust them, or they'll shrink back to like 6 tables and then we're cooked. Okay, so down in the bottom left, we open the aces. Flop is 3 king king. I'm going to check back here and then go bet bet. I think there's probably only 2 streets of value here, and I think his range is more likely to call turn and river than they are to call flop and turn. Without the king, of course. When he has the king, he's more likely to call. And we just call river bet. Put that king. Yes. And we lose with aces. Okay. Up here we bump the sevens. And yeah, I think I'm going to bet small here. Makes the hand easier to play. Villain calls. Now we can go check, check. And then we can fold to most diamond rivers. Or just win. Makes it easier than like checking back and then having to call a bigger bet, I think, on the turn. Through the river. Against a recreational. I think we got pocket queens over here. It's weird. Villain open lives. Okay, so lib calls, which is super weird. Bad flop for us. Really bad turn for us. One big blind bet. Oh, I already know what's going on over here now. Okay, into a spot over here. We open pre, got a bunch of calls, and flop a set. River goes runner, runner, flush. Nice. That's what we were hoping to see from the 61 VPIP, not the hearts. But that is a good start to get us back in the game. So big win there on the ML 100 table. Would have been nice to get both of their stacks. Certain things you don't need to see much of to know if villains are wrecks or not. Usually the VPIP's like the biggest telltale of all. Which is, I think, relatively obvious, but Hit fours, we're just going to fold. It's much better generally to fold than it is to call anything like that when it comes to small pocket pairs and stuff. I was actually running some scenarios with it, and if you are incorrectly calling out of the small blind, it's generally, instead of three betting a hand, it's generally costing you like 2 or 3 BBs, I think per action, or maybe it was per. I don't think it was per having the hand 100 times. I'm pretty sure it was per action. It was like a two big blind loss or something like that. Because when we three bet, right, it's basically the profitability of like three betting that hand versus calling that hand. So it's a pretty significant amount. It's not any hand, obviously, but like, so, because you're generally, when you call out of the small blind, you're going to be losing with the fours versus when you three bet fours, you're going to be winning, doing it properly. So in a scenario where like we're small blind and like cutoff opens and we three bet the fours, that's going to be a profitable play versus calling fours out of the small blind is not going to be profitable. I'm just going to slowly call and fold to death. Okay. 6-5 down here on the NL50 table, we just fold. Let's see if there's any other action right now. Oh, there's another NL50 table. Better get in on that. Okay. Fold the 6-7. There's Kansas C. Okay. 7-8 suited up here. Okay, it's a pretty good flop for us. So Dylan doesn't three bet. He doesn't have too many kings in his range. He might have some like pocket sevens, some 5-6, those types of hands. When he goes for the check raise, it might seem nitty, but we're just going to fold here. Villains just aren't bluffing enough, and our hand's very vulnerable to being like folding turn. So sometimes it's just easier to fold and get out of the way. Down here we pick up pocket deuces. Happy to see you opened, so we're going to check to him. We just called, and then free at last called. And nobody decided to bet here, so we're just going to start betting for value. We get a bunch of folds. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help promo. You just take it down with Jack 9 suited, take it down with 8-7 suited. And we'll just float in here with the fives. We'll check folding this board. That's it for us, unfortunately. Nothing here. Oh, we got space, so we're just going to be barreling. Um, so down here, we ISO this guy cold called. I think we barrel the ace pretty heavily here. And then we can decide if we want to shove turns. Or shove rivers, sorry. Yeah, he has a lot of like 8, 9, 10x there. So up here we have two pair. We do lose to some king, queen, and ace jack. But villain also is massively overcalling, like top turn. So I think, just jamming against this villain. He does fold, unfortunately. He does have jacks, so yeah, that's definitely a hand that, like, if he was a little bit more tilted, he probably would have called. Fold queen 7. Um, Okay. 7-5 suited down here, which is fold. We threw that some portion of the time, but time decay played a lot of hands, so generally the best strategy is just going to be to play a bit of a tighter range and just attack when he's overcalling or overplaying the queen jacks and queen tens against ace queens and king queen, like you know what I mean, that type of hand. Okay, over here with ace king at suited. Oh, never mind. Let's try up here with ace king offsuit. Okay, down here with ace three. Okay, we're just going for value here. Calls. He's never folding an ace here, so we just want to keep blasting. Villain does just fold to our three bet with ace king. And we just shove river when we load up. Nice. Okay, I'm just going to take a quick 2-minute break and we'll be right back once we sit out of our blinds. But don't go anywhere. We will not be gone long. If you guys are just joining the stream, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It does help promoting. Okay. Before while everything else is sitting out. We opened, he called big blind. We see that flop, he check raised, we called. Um, I think we just call here, get a nice brick, and then get it all in on the river. Beautiful. It's been the best of the hand, like card we could have asked for. We pretty much only lose here to pocket nines or friends. Uh, three could kill, yeah. I think we just attack here and hope he's got the ace X that he doesn't want to fold. He does just let it go. Okay, no problem. All right, we'll be right back. Okay. We are back. I'm just eating, so I'm going to keep the camera off and the microphone off so you don't have to hear me chomping away. And then we'll get right back into the action. Okay. Sure. I'll get forward here. Let's let it go. We had some good run outs here today. Man, just got burned on this run out. A6 off calls through that cross flop. Runner runners, spades. And then this was the craziest hand down here, where you just get burned with a two-outer on the river after barreling. Unfortunately, oh, I'm gonna have to go again here for a minute. Rooms being bombarded this morning, so can't keep them on stream or YouTube blocks the stream and stuff. So Oh, I forgot. Can't pick up ace. Pick up ace king here. And we three bet the ace king. Money, of course, is going to be going in. Oh my god, why does this guy tank every hand? Okay. Well, it'll be a bit of a shorter stream this morning, but just want to get a little bit of a stream in anyways. Haven't been on in a while. Should have a video coming out here shortly this week with an update. I'm just gonna do a 2 week update because I missed the video from last week. But trying to figure out some different ideas. Here we pick up pocket aces. Try to get walk. Anyways, I do appreciate everybody checking out the stream. Make sure you hit those like, follow, and subscribe buttons. It really does help push out the channel more, which we're trying to, we're at the home stretch to get that 1K. So hopefully we can kind of keep pushing there. But yeah, try to get some good streams going, like afternoon streams or nighttime streams, like longer streams. I might do a couple like run up streams as well. Those seem to do pretty good where we just start at like NL10 and every time we double a stack, we jump stakes. So maybe we'll try something like that on WPT Gold or something where the rate's not so high. So on GG, just like wasting your time essentially if you're not playing some decent volume because the rate is so massively high that it's really like you need to be pumping in volume and get those sweet spots on the leaderboards plus rake back, and you kind of pay almost no rake essentially if you can do that properly. But anywho, yeah, so we're just going to end the stream here, and we'll definitely be back again next soon.